It's not the storm that breaks a child's heart. It's being left alone in the rain. Let that sink in. Have you ever seen your child withdraw after you yelled? Not because of the loudness of your voice, but because they didn't know if you still saw them with love? Because every child, no matter their age, carries this silent fear. After I mess up, will you still come back for me? As a child psychologist, I've met two types of parents. Some yell, but still raise emotionally secure children. Others rarely yell, yet their children feel emotionally unsafe. What separates them isn't perfection, it's repair. The difference lies in what happens after the conflict. Because yelling doesn't permanently break a child, but yelling followed by emotional distance, shame, or no reconnection, that's what makes them feel unworthy of love. Today, I'm going to show you how repairing after conflict, not avoiding it, is what builds resilient, emotionally strong, connected children. A mother comes home exhausted. Her 6-year-old son spills juice across the living room floor while running and laughing. She snaps, "How many times have I told you to stop running in the house? Why can't you just listen for once?" The child freezes. His excitement turns into confusion. His eyes widen, not in defiance, but in fear and shame. He doesn't understand that her anger came from exhaustion. He only understands one thing. When I make mistakes, love feels shaky. That night, the mother feels guilty. She tucks him into bed without saying much. He rolls over quietly, facing the wall. No more giggles, no more chatter, just distance. Not because of the yell, but because there was no repair. What actually happens in the child's brain when we yell? When we yell, a child's brain enters survival mode, fight, flight, or freeze. The amygdala, the fear center, gets activated. Cortisol and adrenaline surge. In this state, they can't learn a lesson. They can't think about their behavior. They're simply trying to feel safe again. But here's the powerful truth. A rupture, a moment of disconnection, can be healed through repair. And repair does something magical. It teaches the child, even when we argue, our relationship is still safe. It shows them that love is stronger than conflict. It wires their brain for resilience, emotional regulation, and secure attachment. Key psychological principle: rupture and repair. Dr. Ed Tronick's research and attachment experts like Dr. Dan Siegel teach that in every parent-child relationship, there are moments of rupture, tension, disconnection, misunderstanding. But emotionally secure children aren't raised by parents who never rupture. They're raised by parents who always repair. Part 2. Why repair builds emotionally strong children. Conflict is not the enemy of connection. In fact, according to attachment research, what truly strengthens a parent-child bond isn't the absence of conflict, but the presence of repair after it. A child who experiences a rupture and then sees their parent come back, acknowledge the hurt, reconnect with them, learns one of the most powerful emotional lessons in life. Relationships can bend without breaking. I can make mistakes and still be loved. Even when things go wrong, they can be made right. Emotions are not dangerous. They can be repaired. This kind of repeated repair wires a child's brain toward security, not fear, toward resilience, not avoidance, toward trust, not shame. The real damage of no repair: when a parent yells and then moves on as if nothing happened, or pretends everything is normal without addressing the rupture, or expects the child to just get over it. The child doesn't move on. They internalize the emotional break as their fault. They start believing, when I upset people, love disappears. It's safer to stay quiet than express myself. I am too much, a burden. Love is conditional. To be loved, I must be perfect. This is how emotional insecurity forms, not through a single moment, but through patterns where pain wasn't acknowledged, fears weren't soothed, and reconnection never came. What repair does to a child's brain. Dr. Dan Siegel calls this, name it, then tame it back into connection. When a parent repairs after a conflict, the child's amygdala calms down, the prefrontal cortex thinking part turns back on, the nervous system shifts from danger safety. The brain rewires trust into the relationship. What does this do over time? It creates securely attached, emotionally intelligent, resilient humans who don't fear conflict, but know how to heal it. Part 3. The REPAR method, a step-by-step guide for healing after yelling. I want to be clear, feeling regret after yelling doesn't make you a bad parent. It makes you a conscious one, a parent with a heart that wants. So the real question isn't, how do I stop yelling forever? It's, what do I do afterward? How do I reconnect? How do I help my child feel safe again? That's where repair comes in. Let me guide you through a powerful, psychology-based framework I teach many parents. I call it REPAR, recognize the rupture. The first step to healing is admitting there was a moment of emotional disconnection. This doesn't require self-blame, it requires awareness. Pause and say to yourself, something shifted, my child pulled away, a repair is needed. Children don't always say, I'm hurt. Sometimes they go quiet. Sometimes they become clingy. Sometimes they act out more. These are signals that their heart is asking, are we okay? Empathize with their experience. Ask yourself, what might my child have felt in that moment? Not what they should feel, but what they likely did feel. Maybe scared, maybe confused, maybe guilty or ashamed. Parent self-talk example. He must have been startled when I yelled. He may be thinking I'm angry at him as a person, not just at the action. Empathy prepares your voice and body to reconnect gently. Pause and regulate yourself first. Before approaching your child, ensure you are emotionally grounded, because a dysregulated parent cannot calm a dysregulated child. Take deep breaths. Walk away briefly if needed. Place a hand on your heart and whisper, I'm choosing connection. Your calm presence is the bridge to repair. Approach with connection. When you feel ready, move toward your child gently. Go to their level, kneel or sit beside them. Use a soft voice. Say something like, can we talk for a moment? Can I sit with you? I'm here when you're ready. This signals safety again. It reopens the emotional door. Initiate repair. Use simple healing words. Here's a script you can adapt. Hey love, earlier I yelled, and I think it scared you. I'm sorry. You didn't deserve to feel that way. Sometimes I get frustrated, but that's about my feelings, not about you. I love you even when I'm upset. We're okay. Want to talk about it? Then listen, not to correct them, but to hear their heart. If they say, I got scared, respond with, thank you for telling me. I understand. I'm here now. If they don't want to talk, that's okay. Just stay present. Your calm presence is healing. Reconnect and rebuild safety. After the conversation, even if brief, try gently rebuilding connection with something nurturing. A hug, if they're open to it. Reading a book together, drawing or doing something quiet. Saying, I always love you, even when we have hard moments. This final step tells their nervous system, I am still loved. We are okay. I am safe again. Mini reminder, repair doesn't erase what happened. It transforms it into a bridge for deeper emotional safety. A child who learns that relationships can heal becomes an adult who does not run from conflict, but moves toward resolution with confidence and care. Before we close, let me tell you something every parent needs to hear. You are not failing because you yelled. You only fail if you never return to repair. Children don't need flawless parents. They need present ones, human ones. Ones who can say, I lost my cool, I'm sorry, let's reconnect. Because when a child sees a parent repair, they learn how to apologize, how to handle mistakes, how to talk through hard moments, how to emotionally recover instead of shutting down. That means every repaired conflict becomes emotional training for resilience, empathy, and secure love. What not to do after yelling. Ignore what happened. Force them to get over it. Pretend everything is fine. Just give treats or distractions without addressing the connection. Say, stop crying. It wasn't that bad. This invalidates their feeling. What to do? Acknowledge the rupture. Speak gently. Take ownership without self-blame. Validate their emotions. Reassure your unconditional love. Offer closeness or calm presence. Move forward together. Imagine your child's heart as a small, tender garden. A yell may shake the soil, but repair is watering it with safety again. Every time you come back after a rupture, you are saying, "This garden is still safe. Love still lives here. We can grow again, even after the storm." That's how emotionally strong children are raised, not by perfection, but by repair. One day, your child will grow up. They won't remember every rule you set or every mistake you made, but they will remember whether love returned after hard moments. They will remember whether home felt like a place they could fail and still be safe. And if they learn that here, with you, they will carry that strength into every future relationship. So the next time you raise your voice, don't fall into shame. Fall forward into repair. Because it is not the yell that defines the relationship, it is the return. You don't need to be a perfect parent, just a repairing one. And that is more than enough. If this touched your heart, you're not alone. Share this with another parent who needs to hear. It's not too late. You can still repair. Let's raise a generation that knows love always finds its way back. Thank you for being a parent who is willing to heal, grow, and repair.